Hey Eternity kids, welcome to this week's story time. Today we're going to be reading from the books of Matthew, Mark and Luke, and this chapter is called The Friend of Little Children. Jesus' friends were arguing. Who was the most important helper in God's kingdom, they wanted to know. I am, James said. No, you're not, said Peter. I am. Nonsense, Matthew said. I'm the cleverest. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, yes, no. Am too. This silliness went on and on like that for some time. You see, Jesus' friends had started thinking that they had to do something to make themselves special to Jesus. That if they were the cleverest or the nicest or something, Jesus would like them best. But they had forgotten something God had been teaching his people all through the years. That no matter how clever you are, or how good you are, or how rich you are, or how nice you are, or how important you are, none of that makes a difference. Because God's love is a gift. And as anyone will tell you, the whole thing about a gift is it's free. All you have to do is reach out your hands and take it. So while Jesus' friends were arguing, some people who knew all about getting gifts, in fact, you might even say that they were gift experts, had come to see Jesus. Who were they? They were little children. Jesus' helpers tried to send them away. Jesus doesn't have time for you, they said. He's too tired. But they were wrong. Jesus always had time for children. Don't ever send them away, Jesus said. Bring the little ones to me. Now, if you'd been there, what do you think? Would you have had time to line up quietly to see Jesus? Do you think Jesus would have asked you how good you'd been before he'd give you a hug? Would you have had to be on your best behaviour and get dressed up and not speak until you're spoken to? Or would you have done just what these children did? Run straight up to Jesus and let him pick you up in his arms and swing you and kiss you and hug you and then sit you on his lap and listen to your stories and your chats? You see, children loved Jesus and they knew that they didn't need to do anything special for Jesus to love them. All they needed to do was run into his arms. And so that's just what they did. Well, after all the laughing and games, Jesus turned to his helpers and said, no matter how big you grow, never grow up so much that you lose your child's heart, full of trust in God. Be like these children. They are the most important in my kingdom. And that is the end of our story for today. How amazing is that? That children are the most important in God's kingdom. You are the most important in God's kingdom. And I thought to remind yourself of that maybe for this week's challenge, you could make yourself something as a reminder that God thinks that you are so important and he wants you to run to him. He wants you to know him and to spend time with him, talking to him and laughing and playing. So maybe you could make yourself something. It could be a bracelet, it could be a necklace or a crown, or even it might just be like a letter or something that you could maybe get a piece of paper and write down something and even put it in a frame so that you see it and you remember it, or stick it on your wall somewhere. Something that will make you remember that you are the most important to Jesus, that he thinks you are so special. And when you finish that, maybe you want to play a game, because Jesus loved playing games with the children. So have a think about what kind of game you would play. If Jesus was here right now, he's in our hearts. We know that he's always with us. But if you got to actually see Jesus and touch him like the children in the book got to do and sit on his lap, what kind of game would you like to play with Jesus? So have a think about that, and maybe you can play that with brothers or sisters or some people that you've got at your house. Invite them to play with you and enjoy, and let us know what you've made. If you make something cool, send us a photo and we'd love to see that. Enjoy your week, guys. See ya.